Hi, you guys. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes because initially I was like doing the introduction, but after 5 minutes I was told there was no sound at all. So I was forced to sitting here waiting for the problem, the technician problems being fixed. And now it's done, but no worries. I prepared a very good news for you guys. Like what I said, for this live stream, it will be mainly about the market news trends and some news related to crypto and metaverse or anything that are related to our profitability or benefits of our crypto miners, or even though you are doing trading. The second will be the investing opportunities, no matter for your trading, for the you're doing stocks or anything. I've sent something that is really good for maybe can be put on your list for your future investing. The third one is the FAQs. I'm answering for your FAQ questions. But first of all, before that, I'm gonna delivering the comparison between JustMiner X16 and the E9 Pro, because there's so many coverage and YouTubers and made so many videos relate to that. So today I'm just start with the for the third section of the FAQ part, I'm gonna compare JustMiner X16 and E9 Pro from the leading distributor of JustMiner, which is Jingle Mining, and Victoria, the sales and marketing manager of Jingle Mining. So I'm sitting here delivering the latest information and providing the partial comparison for different miners and answering questions in a very fair way. So it's night over here in the United States. It's morning here, but this is the main reason why you may feel like we're like pajama, but it's not. It's like silk. It's silk, so it's reflecting the lights when the spotlight is on me. So I just want to create any relaxing atmosphere for any one of you in our live stream. It's all right because our time has been changed a little bit for most of the viewers, and many of them probably couldn't even get used to the time change, but it's all right. This recording, I will just regard it as the recording for people who check the rewind with 2x speed. Okay, so first of all, let's get started. So firstly, of the market news or our mining food, you can check the Ethereum Classic mining pool and Ethereum POW, which means ETHW. The mining pool is like the hash rate dropped dramatically, but compared with the ETC and the ETHW, the major hash rate is still in the Ethereum Classic. But last week, literally yesterday, I noticed one thing. Most of the people are mining ETHW because the mining pool in the ETHW surged a lot. So I was wondering why was that. Okay, then I think I did a lot of research on why people switch their like hash rate into the ETHW instead of ETC. First of all, it may related to the X16 and E9 Pro, which is the comparison that I'm gonna do for the third section. I just want to say one thing. If you're mining ETHW, then ETC with JustMiner X16 compared with E9 Pro, you still get a lot of profits, because if you're mining ETC with those two miners, you are losing dollars for the price, which is yesterday the price was $35 for each ETC. Okay, this is for all the information that I provided. I did for the first section. Because what I said for the first party is the ETC, like 2 weeks ago is 1637 terahash per second. Right now, like literally yesterday, is 9.53 terahash. It dropped over like half, it dropped to half of the Terry hash. But for the ETHW, the Terry hash surged a little bit compared with 2 weeks ago, which is the from less than 3 Terry hash per second to over like approaching to 4 Terry hash per second. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the major reason why people are switching the hash rate from ETC to ETHW. This is the first thing. And the second is, right now, everybody is comparing the profitability between ETHW and ETC. I couldn't really say ETHW is the main Ethereum and the no, I couldn't say, because, I saw a lot of coverage on the internet. It says ETC is the main, it's like the original Ethereum, and ETHW is the fork. I have to say both of them are fork after the merge. Just ETC is more like recognized and it's more stable, while ETHW has the very like minor majority of people who is mining it. So that's why I really cannot pick sides here. Could be like ETHW like going higher, but what I really suggest for our miners right now is you can just get all of your no matter you're mining ETC or ETHW, you check the profitability. Which one can give you more profitability? When you're getting to the JustMiner X16, so I highly recommend the ETHW because for the profitability right now, I mean, if we got the X16 right now, the ETHW is the best thing. But who knows? Because X16 is not on spot yet. It's the end of May or the June, right? For the latest, you will see, because you can't just compare information just when the dollar prices of ETC is owning $20, $40 for each ETC, because you don't know what will happen in 2 months. What if ETHW like drop its value a lot, or it couldn't be acknowledged by the whole market anymore? We don't know. There's still a lot of like different sides and directions or like voices related to ETC and ETHW. So that's why we have to really pay close attention to ETC or ETHW. But for sure, like what I said, profitability comes first. When you get no matter ETC or ETHW, you get profitability, you can transfer or swap that into the BTC, and that's most of the miners what they're doing. And you may consider solo mining. Solo mining is a very like good possibility for you if you know what you're doing, if you understand the markets, if you know the insider news of the market. Yes, you can do that. One of my clients is doing the solo mining. No, not one. Like one of the many people who is doing solo mining with JustMiner. They told me different coins, but as what I suggested to them, yes, you can mine those coins because you are in charge of your miners, but you have to lock your profitability once you get it. By how? By you can swap your like no matter what kind of coin you are mining, you probably mine $50 a day with the amount of the miners that you're having. You can transfer them into BTC. Yes, and then you lock your profit, and that's a good part, especially when BTC is still at the bottom. So why not? So this is, something about that, and then we're still keeping announcing the markets, the news is happening on the market and the research that I've done. And then maybe for the third part of the FAQ questions, I may, yes, I mean, many followers may be coming to the stream and then they will ask my epic questions. But if it's not because of the time change this a little bit, it's no problem. You can still, when you're checking the rewind, you can still drop your comments below by that question that you missed out, or you can contact me anyways over there. Okay. Now let's go to the next news, because everybody, you must have heard, if you ever read any news on the internet, you must read the bank has failed in large scope, or like in globe. For example, the very famous Suzy thing, like very, very famous, the big banks in Silicon Valley, in Switzerland, or anything like that, that collapsed. But you may feel panic by those things happen, but I really see very positive sides. Because firstly, I feel very like I really appreciate it. Because once I read the news, not many people really trust what is happening. Let's like quote literally from the Wall Street Silver, from his Twitter. He said, during today's press release, Powell asserted that Silicon Valley Bank collapse was an outlier. So he's ignoring all of this dominoes falling, exactly as the Fed did in September 2008 when Latham failed. So he's probably, he is suggesting this news of the so many banks exceeded the market were collapsed, were broke out, or whatever you want to call it. It could be kind of strategies for the capitalism. I mean, I don't want to use the so serious words, but quotation mark. So they want to do something to shake the market, to shake people's confidence on something. So for that, the positive side I'm seeing over there is people are very sober about what is happening when we heard the news. We try to take an action and react on the news that is happening. So the second positive side is, as you know, cryptocurrency and crypto is invented for the original purposes is for decentralization and de-inflation with this smart contract, which is kind of law to protect all the validators and all the crypto holders. And that's very good part for the very positive sides for people who is still in a crypto market. I do love cryptocurrency, and I think cryptocurrency can be a kind of counterpart of the absolute control by the government. No matter SEC is poking for Coinbase, they're poking for Binance, they're poking for everything that, like they are even advertising cryptocurrency about the crime, about the human traffic, about so many legal stuff, just to want to scare people away. So large percent of population in the world, what they heard from the news is a cryptocurrency is a scam. Don't be scammed. So don't get closer to cryptocurrency. So in that way, I don't want to give conclusion. I just want to say, as in China, we have kind of what kind of society we are in. So basically, our CCPs, I mean, the governors, they are in a very big position. They're telling, oh, never going abroad, blah, 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 blah. But they having the largest money, who possess the largest money in currency, they have many assets overseas, and no matter for the property, real estate, or even their kids and their family has settled in overseas. Why? So just, I don't want to feel like, I don't want to listen to the news and do the reaction, just be a yes man. I literally analyze the information of what I got and be smarter. I mean, of myself, not be smarter than them, at least. You know, the world is like a food chain. I need to be very sober to not be hunted by my predators, you know. So this is basically what I mean. It's a little bit hilarious. I hope that you guys, when you check the rewind for 2 times speed, and you can say something as well. Yeah, I can't say something very direct, but what I really want to say is, yes, the news and the market, everything that they were delivering and we can hear is just what they want us here. You understand? Okay. So this is for this side. I'm very happy people are still sober and they have a very clear position about what can be done and what is happening. Yeah. Okay, so this is the basically solid position I'm holding on cryptocurrency. That's why, even though I really don't gain much for this side, but I feel proud of my faith of what I'm doing, because I'm crazy about like knowing about the world and the depth of the truth, and even yeah. So investing, so my experience, I'm doing stocks, trading, and mining a little bit, because you know mining in China is not really legal. I can't make it be spotted, you understand? So 1 or 2 is my limit. And I need to host it in somewhere that will never be spotted. Okay. Okay, next to go read another comments from the people who is very sober of this news, okay? The nameless viewer says, well said, the narrative he and other reps are spreading shows some impact. Yesterday in a call with a client, they were also telling me that they believe there is no bank crisis. No bank crisis. I'm talking about sophisticated investors. Let that sink. So it's not for me. I just read it. Okay. Like what I said, this is the panic. This is the whole thing, because you have to understand what is media for. Media is for influence people's mind, and it covers something behind the back. Yeah. So yeah. That's why we have to stay solid, strong, come to the stream section often. If you missed the stream for the first time, but it's all right. I think after you check the rewind, you understand better what I'm saying. Okay, then talk about another thing. UBS sends Cohen to stem Credit Suisse's private bank exits. So not really many people and trusted it really happens. I don't say it's 100%. It's just a very suspicious. So once we see the final filing, we'll see. But indeed, the economy was really gloomy and gray. Everything is happening. But recently, especially for 2 days ago, the U.S., the S&P 500 dropped, surged a lot. So it affects the Chinese stock a lot. So I recovered a little bit of my stocks. So yeah, I was trying to do some strategies to rescue the money that I lost. It's really stressful, but yeah. If you're really interested in this trading or the opportunities or even the mining stuff, that you can talk with me for any time. Just don't take me for granted, because I've talked with so many people who want to get approached to me. Some of them are very nice. They respect me. They are very courteous. They are nice in every way. So, because they know that everything is like a mutual. But many of them, they just take me for granted. Like, hey, give me the crap price. Give me the discount. Give me this, give me that, give me. Come on, just, be a mature and rational purchaser, please. I mean, you really want to get something from me, or you want to get some news, just to start with a really good relationship. Just build a healthy one, not just to make me feel like, okay, I wanna drop the Mac. I just don't want to talk with them anymore. So most of the time, if I feel that people is very rude, I just like talk mechanically. Every time, in the beginning that you're skeptical or you don't trust me, it's fine. But after the one different conversation and when some action, you can feel it. But if after many times people still couldn't feel it, and they will just okay, just treat them as a normal person, because no matter how good I am to them, they just don't care. They just feel like, oh, I deserve that. Okay, so yeah, this is a thing that I literally got. And sometimes I even share my updates of the miners and some news, and I analyze a lot to people who have ever contacted me on my email or anything. Some of them, they don't care. Some of them, they even treat it as junk. So after that, after 2 times or 3 times, I really give up. Sometimes I even share the good news, where the sceneries I'm traveling, just want to share the good vibes to people. They still don't get it. So that's why gradually I just want to give up, to get far away from those people. I think this is what they want as well. So is there any comments? Hey, TRS Graphics, finally here you are. Do you really hear me? Just now, today is very dramatic. Yeah, I think for now, I've been doing the market analysis and the things that is happening around the market. And how are you doing? Later, you didn't miss anything. Later, I'm gonna compare Jasminer X16 and E9 Pro, which you can see the coverages and the videos everywhere. So I think after this bit, I'm gonna have a break. USB, okay. So another thing I'm gonna share as an opportunity is, if you're gonna build any business or anything, so pet industry can be a good one, because the pandemic, bad pet adoptions propel rise of the $500 million of global market. So especially after the pandemic, people are loving raising pets. I mean, so the pet economy is expected to grow more than 50% in the coming years, powered by the spending of those sophisticated drugs and the treatment, and more than a little pampering. So if you are thinking about, if you hesitated, you don't know what kind of business you're kind of doing, I think pet could be one of them. But there are so many industries or so many sectors you can think which one that you want to get in, and you can get started with your pet business. So this is just a sharing that I want to do with you. And maybe if you want to invest, I think pets, for this kind of related to pets company, stocks or anything, that can be a good one for you interest. This is something apart from miners, because I want to really make this live stream get a lot of information for different sites and different people who has different purposes, right? Covers all of it. For care, because care is sharing is caring. On vacation, could miss a stream. It's fine. Yes, X16 is way better than E9, but I've talked with so many people, but they don't care. They said, I'm not a whole miner, I'm a businessman, I care only about the profitability. So they said the price of X16 X E9 the price of E9 can get to so like 2 of X16. So this is literally what they told me. And when I was trying to defend, and they were so rude to me by telling me blah 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 blah. So for after this water break, I'm gonna compare X16 and E9 Pro in details. Okay. Before the comparison between X16 and E9 Pro, I want to say, do you guys paid any attention of the XRP? Have you ever paid any close attention to it? This is kind of trading. If you're doing trading, and that can be in your consideration, but do not, if you don't understand the TA, which is the technical analysis. You don't know when is the entrance level. You don't know how to read the volume. I don't suggest you do that. And I think for that, I will consider it as a quick money. So I will get into it with the reasonable price that I can accept. When the price surge a little bit, I sell some of it, maybe half, maybe 2/3, and keep the rest of the still doing the profitability. Did you guys hear about it? So XRP, if you don't, you can check on your phone or anywhere now. I'm gonna talk about it later before the X16 and E9 Pro. Good luck finding E9 for under 2,500 USA. Okay. Literally, I heard some of the clients, they said if they get the quantity of the E9 Pro of 100 units of the E9 Pro, they can get the price $2,500 each. I'm not sure it's true. Maybe it could be the sales manager from E9 Pro, they just want to defeat my confidence, where they just want to get what's the real thing from that market. It could happen because that people are from the Jess Miner official English channel. XRP looks really good, and so does Next and Caspa. Yeah, that's right. Okay, you are doing it right now. So XRP Ledger Figure is the first decentralized exchange DEX custom the token. This is the research that I did because it's really like good. I checked the volume. I checked the long frame for the this is 1 month. I checked 1 month charts. It's literally around. Let me check. 0.8, right? Yeah, it's around that level because that's the time I did research and I doing all the supporting level stuff. So they reached the 5-month high recently. That's really cool. And you can check for the whole thing. It's like climbing steadily. So no matter for the volume, especially yesterday, oh my God. So people are having so much confidence of the cryptocurrency. Why? Because XRP is doing the decentralized technology with the low cost, speed, and scalability. That's all the problems of the cryptocurrency, of the issues that they need to be solved. So do you see people really have a lot of like confidence related to the cryptocurrency, especially for no matter the bank crisis is for real or for fake, or just the governors were the people on the highest hierarchy, they want to control people's mind. We don't want that happen. So that's what decentralization, which is the main purpose of our cryptocurrency. We just wanted the pure safety. We don't want to, like, I gain money. I don't want to be asked if I spend $1 million on something else. You came to ask me where I spent on. It's my issue. I get that money, so why I have to tell you what I did just because you are there? Do you understand? So yes, this is basically what I said, the confidence. And if even though before the pullback, people who don't understand anything about the cryptocurrency, they start mining with just miner 550, so, and or iPolo V1 Mini or iPolo 400 mag hash. So as you know, iPolo is dual mineable, it's very compact, and the DAC file size is around 5.8 to 6 gigabyte. So that can make you mine 5 years more. That's the main reason most of the beginners, they're mining like iPolo because of those things. But some other people, they only stick to the just miner, especially for the Q, because of the very quiet. They don't create you too much like incomfortability and some issues that created by making money. So I think that's really depends on people. I couldn't tell you which one to buy. I'm just telling you, you know yourself better, which strategies fits you better. You know, people have different personality, they have different needs, they believe in different kind of coins. So that's really not the things that I can tell you. I just telling you what are the advantages and the disadvantages of those miners, and then you can make your decisions. Okay, so this is basically for all. And what is behind the ARK? So basically, ARK invests the bought COIN, which is the coin, low and sold it high this week. So that triggered the people who from the hierarchy accused by they were doing wash trading, and it looks like so. So that's why I'm saying you have to be very careful of ARK, because it could be a bootstrap. I don't know. I'm just telling you the good side and the bad side. If you want to make the quick money, for example, I'm not sure how highest it will be. Maybe I will just wait for 2 bullish candles and I'll just sell it. So basically, sometimes I'm very conservative on this trading, because that's different from stocks. And every time I make mistake is because I'm greedy. I'm watching for another candle higher, and that's where I lose all of my money. So that's why, yeah. Okay, let me have a short break, and after the short break, and I will be back. Compare X60 and ENI Pro. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm not sure if you're still here, but it's okay. If you missed this live stream, you can check the rewind. But if you still have any questions that you're having while I'm making this comparison, please leave your comment below and I can answer your questions immediately. Okay, so I check on the internet and so, okay, first of all, X16, just minor X16 is Q, and E9 Pro is not a Q. As you can see, that's very giant. It generates a lot of like decibels, and which is noises, which you can bear. You could even just put it into the garage, which with the soundproof. This is the first thing. Second, just minor X16 with the DAC file size 8 gigs, and the E9 Pro is owning 7 gigabyte. And X6, what's the difference between 8G and 7G? Okay, let's make it very clear. So basically, if you are using the just minor X16 with the 8 gigabyte, which can make sure you can, from this time speed, you can mine until 2038, the November, okay, until that time. So that's 15, my math, I'm doing calculating, 15 years. That can guarantee at least mine 15 years, right? Okay, that's a 3 bull run. You can go through a 3 bull run. But E9 Pro only 7 gigabyte for this time of speed. They can mine until like 4 to 5 year less, which is another bull run mess with E9 Pro. So this is the first thing that nobody's telling you. I'm telling you right now. And X16 has the Wi-Fi function, but E9 Pro doesn't. Okay, let's go to the power consumption and computing power. As you know, E9 Pro has the power consumption. Now, let's go with the hash rate computing power first. The E9 Pro is working at 3680 mag hash. So at the power consumption 22 watts. And the just minor XQ works around 1845 mag hash at only 630 watts. That's so the hash rate of E9 Pro is almost 2 times of our just minor. It's true, but the power consumption is like 4 times. You're generating the hash rate with 4 times of the power consumption. Do you really think you can get money? You may don't believe it. Let's go to details. Okay. Just now we're talking about X16, about the gig file, like DAC file size, the Wi-Fi function, and it's very quiet. But you may even, and we're comparing the hash rate, which is just minor X16 1845, and the E9 Pro is owning 3680 mag hash. With that hash rate is 2 times of X16, true, but the power consumption is almost 4 times of it. That means you have to feed more food to your hand to generate 1 egg. Okay, maybe you didn't get it. What does it mean? Okay, let's get closer. Another thing I have to mention, if we don't calculate any food that you are feeding, for example, you don't need to pay any food, you just grab food or steal food for anybody else to feed your hand. Okay, for only in that way you have free electricity. X16 can generate $6 a day. E9 Pro can generate $11 a day. That's for no electricity. True. Okay, but another thing, you guys have know that X16 has the OC function. If you turn the OC on, the hash rate is getting to 2030 mag hash. So it's not 2 times anymore with more hash rate but lower consumption. So the normal, the highest that you're comparing of the JustMiner X16 would be 2030 mag hash, not 1845. So this is the first thing I have to really stress on it. And E9 Pro doesn't have an OC function. And dual mining, X16 could be dual mineable. Why? Because recently, do you guys have the JustMiner X 520? If you do, you can test it. Because yesterday or the day before we were doing the dual mining on JustMiner, it works. So JustMiner X 520 works in, like, I'm not telling you what kind of pool it is. Send me email on my WhatsApp or Telegram or email. I'm telling you what that pool is. I'm not telling you here because that really filter out who is really care about me, and that you deserve that I share that news with you. Okay, so that's the thing that I want to say. So JustMiner X, if JustMiner X 520 is dual mineable in that pool, I really don't think it's really hard for X16 to be dual mineable. For sure, we can wait for the official news in 2 months. For sure, that's what I said. But I really think it's the positive way. Okay, so for the hash rate, now we're comparing is 60, is 60, 36, and 80 mag hash with 2030 with the OC on the X16. So if you're doing dual mining X16 for the price of EDC owning $20, you can get $6 a day. Well, E9 Pro doesn't. Like what I said, even for the free electricity is $11. Now let's check with the electricity. I even like cut them into categories for 10 cents, 12 cents, and 12 cents per kilowatts per hour. Okay, for X16, even for the X16 owning 10 cents, X16 can $5 a day. E9 Pro, just now remember, with the dual mining, we're having $6 a day. With the electricity, 10 cents, you still can get $5 a day. E9 Pro, with the 10 cents, the power consumption is like $6 a day. Okay, if your electricity is getting higher, it's like $5 a day, which, well, E9 Pro is 508, like 8 cents, 5 and 8 cents dollars a day. If your electricity reaches to 50 cents for kilowatt per hour, you get X16 or JustMiner X16 $4 a day, and E9 Pro only $3.49 a day. So with the power consumption, with the 50 cents, you get less than X16 with E9 Pro. With the loud electricity, no, with the very loud decibels, with the only 7 gigabytes, with the price is even higher and the chips is not as efficient as JustMiner. These are the data. I was doing it because, you know, many of the YouTubers, they're having the advertising, they're just doing for what the manufacturer wants. I'm comparing it with impartial data. I'm not picking any sides. I'm just sitting here stating the data, okay? And for sure, if somebody still doubt about X16 and E9 Pro, I will show my video to them. They watch by themselves. Okay. Hey, ZigMiner, you're still there. 4 times less. It's insane. Yes. TRS X16, the way to go if you can flip to extra buck. Right. ZigMiner, that's awesome. I didn't know about the overclocking. Yes, now you know. Overclocking is the function of the JustMiner. So when the OC is on, that's you're comparing the mag hash with 2030 with that, 3680 mag hash. And you see some YouTubers, they post some like diameters by showing you the lower consumption with the hash rate. Why? Because that's not a video. That's just a picture. They want to fluctuate. They're choosing the lowest for all these performance. Then take a picture and then post on it. You will feel like, oh, the real power consumption is low. But God knows. So I'm not sure how you guys think about it, but if you like my contents, please drop your comments below or contact me anyway. I'm telling you the JustMiner X16 or anyway that which kind of pool that you can mine with the dual mining. Because let me see you, let me contact you, let me understand that let's connect. Let me see that you deserve the information that I'm showing you, except of the things that I'm sharing previously and right now. Overclocking, yeah, for the browser dash. If not to go with X4Q in this crap market now, I've positive since the day they were turned on. Yes, that's right. So it's like validated by our clients, TRS Graphics. He had like 3 or 2, I forgot, the JustMiner. So I think you had a 3 JustMiner and you turned the OC on. The hash rate is way higher than what we stated. So from here you can see, you can tell we are very like honest person. We try to say something lower than it really is, better than we're saying high and it's very low. Do you understand? Like what I said, E9 Pro, the previous chip is not, no, the E9 is very expensive and the chip is really, I'm not sure, but according to the purchasers and people who have used that, it's not efficient at all. Yeah, for the key part of the ASIC miner is the chips. That's why I'm telling you guys, really have to open your eyes, listen to the information. If you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel yet, please do that and smash the likes and support the contents that I'm delivering to you, that I spend days and hours trying to probably, yeah, many people don't like this content because I may harm the truth of the things, but I just want to speak the truth. I hope that you guys can support me. And in terms of the dual mining, blah, 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 so you can contact me with my email and the WhatsApp, Instagram, or any kind of social media that you can find me. So I'm sitting here, but telling me my profession, my honesty, and my sincerity to you guys. I'm not trying to con you. I'm not trying to persuade you get something. I'm just providing you information that you can make your own decision. So I really don't want to be like some other people comments on me. Oh, she's just a hot. No, I'm more than that. I do not have an empty brain like what I stated many times. Just sometimes I don't want to be very aggressive or sounds very aggressive. Sometimes if I do, I'm sorry for it. It's just sometimes when it relates to my profession, I just emphasize my voices and yeah, so I just hope that you do not misunderstand passion and aggressiveness, okay? Overclocking 225 megahertz for 200 megahertz is your browser dash. Okay. Do you guys get your opinion of the Justminer X16 and E9 Pro. Let me do the recap. Justminer X16 works about 1845 mag hash, but with the overclock is on, is 2030 mag hash with the power consumption 230 watts. Second, it has the it's a very quiet 8 gigabyte Wi-Fi function. It may be dual mineable. I think 80% of the possibility is dual mineable. And for the E9 Pro, it is, I forgot again, the E9 Pro is 6080 mag hash with the power consumption 4 times of Justminer X16 with the DAG file size 7G, which means that you have 1 less of boot run. With X16, you have 3 boot runs. I mean, including the next one. I mean, at least. So yeah, you could think about it, and the price that we are offering, where the efficiency and the comfortability that we're offering, you think you're doing your own decision. Like what I said, I'm just providing the information. You make your own decision. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a scammer. I'm just in here with my passion in a cryptocurrency, in a crypto miner. I just want to speak for the truth. Okay. I think I'm pretty passionate today. When I check the rewind, it's terrible. Okay. Do you guys still have any questions related to all the information that I mentioned above? If it's not, I think I'm gonna bounce because I need to check on my other trading and the stocks and some other information. Thank you, ZigMiner. Yeah, I'm trying to be awesome. In my view, I'm trying to be awesome every day, but in some other people's view, they think I'm sucks. So I don't know, but at least, you know, at least you like my contents. Thank you so much. Yeah, and it's not really much people may know this content, but it's fine. TRS Graphics, he had X4Q and X16 for pre-sale, so he understand everything. He trusted. He know the impartial invoices from the inner markets. So yeah. ZigMiner, I think you're from States, right? Do you guys have still any questions? If you don't, I think I'm gonna bounce. And if you come up the idea maybe soon, you can contact me with my WhatsApp, Instagram, or email. Or anyway, 3 of them can verify it's me. I'm not like other people, like, oh, people who use my face or use my profile photo contact you is a scammer. No, I'm very likely to contact you when I find you somewhere to ask your request or your interest. That's possible. So I'm here to inform to everybody. Yeah, so I'm not feeling like I'm in the highest hierarchy. I need to hold there waiting for people to contact me. So I'm pretty proactive. Yeah, so do not feel like if I contact you or anything, I'm a scammer. No. So yeah. I'm good on questions. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is so much about today. I think see you next stream. Bye.